koutou katoa, tēnā koutou tamariki mā. Hi everybody. Today I've got a couple of stories for you and then we're going to go outside and jump on the tramp. We've got a trampoline at our house, we're pretty lucky. And some of you might have a trampoline too, so you can play this game outside on your tramp. And if you don't have a tramp, but you have some chalk, you can make some chalk lines on the pavement or maybe on your driveway outside and find a place where you can do some jumping and play elastics with us. I've got another scary story called In a Dark, Dark House. And also Bastian and Louis, they asked me if I could read the story of how Maui found the secret of fire. So we're going to have that story as well. Kua rere tātou? Is everybody ready? Timata. Let's begin. Tamariki mā, haere ki te whare ki. Tamariki mā, haere ki te whare ki. Here's another story that's a bit of a favourite at Nature Kindy. It's called In a Dark, Dark House. You can help me to read the story. I'm going to leave some little spaces and you can fill in the words that you can see. The went down, the came out, the struck 10, and I went walking under a dark, dark, and under that dark, dark, I saw a dark, dark. Was I scared? No. And past that dark, dark, I saw a dark, dark. I went in there. Was I scared? No. And in that dark, dark, I went up some dark, dark. Was I scared? No. And at the end of the dark, dark, I saw a dark, dark. I opened the. Was I scared? No. And behind the dark, dark, I found a dark, dark. Was I scared? No. I opened the dark, dark, and inside was It had 3, a green, long, and sharp. It was a monster. Was I scared? Yes. I shut the. I slammed the. I ran down the and out of the. I ran and ran past the. Oh no, not past the. Up the. Safe at last, under the dark, dark. Thank you for helping me read that story. I'll read it to you one more time, and this time I'll add in the words. In a dark, dark house. sun went down, the stars came out, the clock struck 10, and I went walking under a dark, dark moon. And under that dark, dark moon, I saw a dark, dark tree. Was I scared? No. And past that dark, dark tree, I saw a dark, dark house. I went in the house. Was I scared? No. And in that dark, dark house, I went up some dark, dark stairs. Was I scared? No. And at the end of the dark, dark stairs, I saw a dark, dark door. I opened the dark, dark door. Was I scared? No. And behind the dark, dark door, I found a dark, dark box. Was I scared? No. I opened the dark, dark box, and inside was a monster. It had 3 eyes, a green nose, long teeth, and sharp claws. Was I scared? Yes. I shut the chest, I slammed the door, I ran down the stairs and out of the house. I ran and ran past the tree. Oh, no, not past the tree, up the tree. Safe at last under the dark, dark moon. This is our big black tramp. It's quite a good size, so it can fit adults and children on. And I've got myself a piece of chalk. So I'm going to make some lines across the tramp, across the middle, and we're going to play elastics. And all the way across to the other side. It's kind of like making train tracks. And on this side, another one. So these are our elastic lines. If we look that way, we can see. And then we can play some really cool games.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go, Mickey. 2, 4, 6, 8. In the middle, out the gate.
2, 4, 6, 8. In the middle, out the gate.
2, 4, 6, 8. In the middle, out the gate. This one's called Jingle Jangle. Jingle, 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 spangle, jingle, jingle, out. So Mickey's going to teach us one called England, Ireland.
England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales. Inside, outside, puppy dog, tail.
And this one is an extra challenge for when you get really good at 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Mary at the cottage gate, eating chilies off her plate, in the middle of the gate. This is the story of how Maui found the secret of fire. One evening, Maui gazed into his fire and wondered what would happen if all the fires went out. He'd never seen anyone light a fire other than from another fire. When everyone was asleep, Maui Nukaro, the trickster, took gourds of water and put out every fire in the pa. In the morning, people were furious with Maui. "You stupid mischief," they said. "Now you must go south to the volcano and get us more fire." Nobody would go with Maui, but as he walked along, his only friends, the birds, joined him. Hihi, Rupi, Tui, Piwakawaka, and Huia flew to him, and Kiwi and Pukeko wanted to come too. It was many, many miles to the volcano, and the land there was dry and bare. Deep in the heart of the smoking mountain, Maui could see a flicker of flame. He told his friends to wait for him, and he went on alone. He climbed over the rocks and saw an old woman crouched over a fire. She must be my Auntie Mahuika, the goddess of fire, thought Maui. Auntie, he cried, all of our fires have gone out. Can I have some of yours? Mahuika raised her gnarled hands. At the tip of each finger burned a flame. She picked one from her thumb and she gave it to Maui. Take good care of this flame, Maui. It is sacred, she said. It is tapu. Maui kept the flame in his hand, but it didn't burn him. I have some magic fire, he told the birds, but I still don't know how it is made, so I will go back. He dropped the flame into the stream where it hissed and disappeared, and then he returned to Mahuika. Auntie, the flame went out, said Maui. May I have another? Oh, take more care of this one, Maui, said Mahuika. These flames are precious. But Maui took it back to his friends, the birds, and he dropped it into the stream. I will use all her flames and find out how she makes them, said Maui. Again and again he returned to Mahuika. Each time he had a different excuse. Whoops, I dropped it. The wind blew it out. A bird swooped down and took it. It started raining and it went out. I sneezed, achoo, and blew it out. I tripped and I dropped it. A tuna and eel took it as I crossed the stream. A taniwha trod on it. By the time Mahuika was down to her last flame, she was very angry. No more, Maui, she cried. Maui tried to snatch the last flame from her. Mahuika stamped her foot and the flames roared up. Maui fled as fast as his legs could carry him. Mahuika erupted into flames. Maui chanted the karakia to turn himself into a kahu, the hawk, as Mahuika flung her last flame high into the branches of the kaikomako tree. Much later, when the flames had died down, Maui returned and climbed the kaikomako tree. He snapped off several of the uppermost branches, tucked them into his belt, and took them to his home in the north. I think Mahuika's last flame is hiding in this kaikomako wood, said Maui to his people. He took a piece of hard mahoi wood and he rubbed the kaikomako against it. Come out, flame, he breathed, and he rubbed faster and faster. First came a wisp of smoke, and as Maui rubbed and blew, a flame burst forth. And the people never had to worry about the fire going out again. It seems that Maui learnt the secret of fire. Sometimes we talk about Maui being a shapeshifter. And if we have a look on this page, you can see how Maui changes into the kahu, the hawk. This is one of my puppets that I made out of wood. And I talked to the tamariki about him being a shapeshifter. He can change to whatever character you want or you need in your story. Some people say he's an owl, some people say he's a cat. And I remember my friend Jack used to say he was a reindeer from the Frozen story. Maybe you can make some shapeshifters at home. Ngā mihi nui. Thank you very much for coming and watching my video today, and listening to the stories and songs. I hope you get the chance to get outside and jump in this beautiful, beautiful sunshine and have some fun at your place. I want to say goodbye to you now. Don't forget to let me know if there is another story or a song you would like to hear. If not, I've been thinking about all of those teddy bears that are popping up in people's windows around our streets, and it made me remember about a boy who had a bear, and he left him in the woods somewhere. It was dark and horrible in there. I've got that story, so maybe we can read that one. Kia kaha, stay strong, and kia noho haumaru. Stay safe in your bubble, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a really good day. Enjoy the sunshine. Ka kite.